We have watched them struck before us, as proud as Dick Mussolini is. We have watched them struck before us, compassionless and arrogant. They paraded before us like angels of death, protected by the law. It is now an open secret. Black people do not have chips on their shoulders. They have injustice on their backs and justice on their minds. And now we know that the road to liberty is as long as the road from slavery. The death of Stephen Lawrence has taught us to love each other and to never take the tedious task of waiting for a bus for granted.
We're building up, so we're making high-rise buildings. It's literally fit for purpose.
And a lot of green spaces. More London,
Right now, we are a part of history. You know, in 50 years, we'll look back at this and we'll all be a part of history.
Youth space would mean having a sense of freedom. It would also mean having a lot of green space. I think that's quite important. Being able to see what you've got around you. So in terms of Southwark Park, that's quite nice. You get to see the city, but as well, you get to also enjoy the space and the green space and the free space.
So for me, youth spaces in London mean the ability for young people to feel free, to have an atmosphere in which they feel they can grow with their peers, and just a place to have fun. You know, there are a lot of, in my personal opinion, places in London that don't accommodate for young people and their needs. So for me, young people need spaces in order to have that opportunity.
I work in construction project management at the moment, and a lot of the changes that I see is we're building upwards, we're making high-rise buildings and things like that. But I feel like we're going into a very technological age, and I think there's something missing in terms of the importance of London. And I feel like socially, there needs to be a culture. North London needs an identity again. East London needs an identity. West London and South London also need identities, and this can be done architecturally, and it could make London have an interesting story.
It's interesting what you say about parks and the way it kind of helps with mental health, it helps with behaviour. And the thing I've noticed about London is there's lots of different characters, lots of different personalities within London. So you've got somewhere like Mayfair, which is very pristine, and it's made up of certain materials, and you've got somewhere like Whitechapel in East London, which is kind of bustling with markets and things like that. Because London just has so many different personalities and characteristics, sort of how can we, it's quite difficult to kind of manage all those expectations. You've got lots of different local authorities and things expecting different things for those areas.
In 25 years' time, I would like to see London a little bit more like Holland, where there's more spaces for bikes to be able to be on the road, and that they overtake cars, for instance. There's more bikes than cars. I wouldn't want there to be loads of skyscrapers blocking out the beautiful sun and weather. I'd want green spaces, and also in sort of down in more London, where City Hall is based, there's lovely little places where they have the fountains, and they have nice little resting places for people to come and rest. And I think that's quite important because people can sit down and enjoy the city.
We've got big buildings and high rises, and everything seems so generic, and it's literally fit for purpose, just for the use of capacity. And it'd just be interesting if we had more of a narrative that introduced everybody and the generations and different cultures that are going on right now, because we are a part of history. In 50 years we'll look back at this and we'll all be a part of history.